very much fascinated by how things should change, thing to change after what you had on your script. So, so I didn't have any of this that I'm working on right now on my current script, and the reason behind that is if I go through a little bit of this animation that I have. So this right here, that's our main character. Right? So if I go through this here, what I wanted our main character to do was to shoot him or incapacitate him so that as the clicker is coming, they can just attack him and Tommy can get away. And the reason behind that is because I would say he's on a rampage. I would say that the character has lost everything, but he has lost a piece of him that was very important to him. So he's lost all sense of control, but at the same time, I also wanted to give him some control. So that's the logic behind how I made, during my drawing process, how I made some changes from the script, because it wasn't part of the script. Part of the script was that he was supposed to kill, he was supposed to incapacitate Jorge. Supposed to incapacitate Jorge here, and then he was supposed to get attacked by the clickers, and then Tommy goes into the Saravina Hotel, and we go on from there. But then I figured that, hey, what if you give him a little bit of control where our main character has to decide between shooting someone and saving a bullet. So I figured have him just run away. That way he's saving the bullet. Now, I don't know if the viewer is going to understand that, but for me, that's the way I see it. So, back to this. So I was trying to find something where this animation of a clicker attacking, but yeah, there are animation online from the actual video game that people have played where they are clicker attacking and whatnot, but I'm going through it little by little, and some of it is a little confusing, some of it, the animation doesn't quite make sense to me, so I'm going by what I'm seeing on the animation and from what I understand, and I'll draw it from there. So what I wanted to talk about was the process of changing, I guess, little bits in the story, but not from the script, but during the production. And I I knew that that was a thing. I knew that that was a thing on live action where things change and you get the unexpected. But in drawing, since everything is so precise, you already know what you're looking for, you already know what you want, you can create your own world, and it's the ability of having everything according to the way you designed it. However, what I do find interesting and maybe fascinating is that it's not much different than from a live action, because things change. What do I mean by that? So as I explained it earlier, this was not part of the script. So now I'm coming up with this option in animation where the clicker is going to attack our character Jorge, and then it would do that whole big reveal in the Saravina Hotel where Ellie and Dina find an attacked soldier from the WLF at the lobby of the Saravina Hotel. And of course, this is after they've encountered infected. I think it was like 3 or 4 infected that they encounter at the hotel itself. So yeah, this is what I've been able to come up with. I feel like I've been a little behind. Maybe I should have had another story already posted, but it's not how life thinks to work for you. It's not how things are supposed to work, I guess, if that makes any sense. Also, if you do tend to hear some strange noises and some coughing or some crying, it's probably my kid, who's a little sick at the moment. He's sleeping. But all in all good. So what I wanted to do, if I go through this preliminary animation here, what I wanted to do is that the clicker is going to attack and it's go, no, don't do that. Why did it do that? The clicker is going to attack and it's go pop, 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 and then we go on to the next scene. So nothing major, nothing crazy. Just trying to do a little bit of an animation. Also, this background is not going to be part of this background. It's going to be more of maybe a solid background, just to focus on the characters themselves as the action is happening. So I think I'll just go from there. Alright, I like this pose. I'm happy with the outcome. I'm happy with the rough outline. So just bear with me. It's like almost 2 in the morning. It's almost 2 in the morning, so I'm trying to get a little work in before I head to bed. Call it a day. Continue tomorrow. Probably won't be able to continue tomorrow, as tomorrow I have my kid the entire day. But that's always good because I get to spend time with him. Okay, so that's this, where are we? Okay, so he comes down here. That is not too bad, I guess. So you take some here. Okay, now I gotta figure out. I don't think I need this right now. Let me just move it over here. So I already got this here. So what's gonna happen is that this is gonna have to move that way. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do a rough here where his head is gonna move over here. Boom. And his hand's gonna be here. So what I can do is do a copy and yes, all right. I'm gonna do here. It's just gonna have to be like this. Okay. Also, I feel kind of strange that like Twitch removed 3 of my previous videos, and it's like apparently like it had copyright music, which I specifically found non-copyright written music, and somehow it still managed to get removed. All right, whatever. That sucks. So, but at least I was able to get those videos onto YouTube and get them to work from there. So something like this here. I can just move him here. Move here, so he's gonna attack him. And at the same time, the shoulder portion is gonna move down. And I'm gonna get him here. Okay. I'm gonna get his arm here. So he has some type of movement, and doesn't seem like it's just static. Okay. Sure, yeah, I think that works. Put him here, and have this portion here. Something like that. Nope. I delete? I think I did. No, it's still there. Turn that on. Think because he's coming down. As he's coming down, I'm gonna need, well, I needed the previous one, the legs, otherwise it just looks like it's half floating in there. So let me add this so that I can come back. So he's there. Well, he's beyond, so in a way there's no reason to show much of it. But now that we're here, on this one I will have to show it, right? Yeah. So on this one, well, no, this one we can show it actually, because it comes in, boom, boom, and we can have his knee here. His leg. Yeah, there we go. Maybe. Nah, that's fine. Something like that. So if I come here, it's just, now I gotta bring all that down. Bring it down some there. So if we play it through, and if we we'll probably change. Yeah, so I think that works. However, I probably should show a little bit of this. So let's increase the frame here a little bit. And so let's do it here, so it'll come here instead. So that way when we go in, ba, 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 ba. this guy. So we can have some type of movement here. Yeah, so I think that's good for now. Yeah, I don't have anything else to add. I don't have anything else to add. I'm not very good at this talking and drawing kind of thing. Should get better, so that way I can do a little bit more videos and have some content to show rather than be in pre-production and in post-production for 2 and 3 months to get a 3-minute video going to continue to the next episode. That's it. Thank you for watching, and catch